Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Victor Borge.
Holy smoke. Good evening. As you probably have heard, we are a little early, and we have a little time before the show actually starts on the air. It's probably due to daylight saving time or something like that. Ronnie, are you all set?
Well, could we have an A, please?
You want a what?
Could we have an A, please?
Yeah, have one.
Yes, we will. We'd like one.
Oh, you want an A, yeah. Oh, to tune up, that's what it is. Yeah. Well, good about that. They didn't mark the A here. Let me just, do you have, could you play an A, please?
Or up from the key.
Is that an A?
Yeah.
How do you know? A. There it is. Well, that sounds just as good as... We could run through a couple of things. As a matter of fact, I have to play a Chopin waltz, and I haven't played that for a month. I forgot all about it. Would you mind if I just run through a couple of bars? Is that all right? Well, I'll do it anyhow, because it's... as a matter of fact, you know, I almost missed the... I missed the 7 o'clock elevator tonight at the hotel. The lift, as you say. The one that goes down. I came in this afternoon, or this noon, about 11:15. How much time do we have here? Okay. Well, this is one of these self-winding watches, but I have to shake it every 8 minutes, you know. Night and day. I have had this watch now for 3 months, and I haven't slept one night through. But it tells you the time, the day, the month, the year, and the altitude, which is marvelous. As a matter of fact, it doesn't tell the time, but the altitude is good. It doesn't tell the time because one hand is missing. And we don't know which hand it is because there's only one hand, so how do you know whether that's the little one or the big one? But it's good to know how high you are sometimes. As a matter of fact, if you want to know what it says, I can tell you exactly. Today is Monday, the 94th of February. Ash Monday. Last Wednesday was Easter Sunday on this one. And after dinner, my neighbor came in and distributed Christmas gifts because he also has one of these. And he has the other hand. No, I was just saying I came into the hotel about 11:15 this morning, and I had just entered the room. The door to the bathroom was open, and it said on the wall, "Please place curtain inside tub," which I did immediately, of course. No. It took about 28 minutes to get the curtain off those little hooks. And it didn't say which curtains I wanted, so I took all the curtains for the whole... Very interesting. It's a nice room. It's small, but it is nice. It was a beautiful view from the window when you look in. Then, we still have time for this? Okay. Then, when I got into the room, it said on a little card, it said, checking out time, 1 o'clock. It was now about 10 minutes till 1, and I'd only been there about an hour and a half, so out I checked. I got another hotel, another room, another. I don't know why they do that. You come in there, you stay there for about an hour and a half, and then out you have to put the curtain in and out. You can't even take a bath because the curtains take up the whole thing. It's ridiculous. Now I'm going to play. This is a little Chopin waltz, and I think I have it. Didn't I put it in here? Yes, it did. It did. It's a very well-known waltz, except to me. Yeah. Just this passage here.
Would you excuse me, Mr. Borge? It's just one thing.
Could you hurry, because I'm outside. Yeah. In a minute and a half, it'll be low tide in Honolulu. When I was young, I was concertized. I was concertizing. And in the course of a piano recital, I often had an opportunity to play some encores, which I often did very early in the program. So that the people who left early had an opportunity to hear some of these encores. It was a favorite selection of mine. It was a series of Viennese waltzes and small vignettes from the good old days, you know. Remember, someday these days are going to be the good old days. And the composer of them, his name was Gärtner, and it was a piano transcription by Ignaz Friedman, who was one of the world's great pianists of his time. He is gone now. I mean, he's, I hope. No, they buried him about 28 years ago, so. You know, somebody said to me the other day, was it you or your brother who died? I asked him which particular year. But anyway, I'm going to play one of these little waltzes. It's a very charming little thing. And I think we just have time to squeeze one of them in. Now, there are 6 of them. I just squeeze one. You know, every time I announced any of these waltzes from the stage, the whole audience would go, bravo, bravo, because Bravo played them much better than I did. That was Giuseppe Bravo, the great pianist, and a big jerk. And he was... He's a Portuguese. Actually, he and his wife are Portuguese. Yeah, you can't have one geese. You have to have two. say that before he got married, he was a great Portugander. They have 3 Portugoslings, one of each. Waltz by Friedman Gill. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to play the one I intended to play because I really don't remember that one. But I'm going to play another one of the series, but you won't notice the difference, of course, because you don't know which one I had intended to play. Yes, now I remember. Now I know which one, but I don't care so much for that one, so I'm going to play another one anyway, because I don't think nobody cares. As a matter of fact, I would much rather play another waltz, also the same style and same type. It's called Alt Wien, which means Old Vienna. Same thing. And that is by Leopold Godowsky. Hope you will like that one. That's a very lovely little thing. Did you notice I say thing? Because I have a problem, you know. It is very difficult to pronounce TH when one is not brought up in an English-speaking country. This business of extending the tongue between, like this. You see, one never knows how far to go. My English teacher said, speak like this for 2 months and get used to it once and for all. And I spoke like this for a couple of months and I got used to it once and for all. And everything went perfectly well, except for a few instances, of course. And they occurred when I happened to speak to some people who also spoke like this. Particularly in crowded elevators. In Denmark, where I grew up, we speak way back here. Kind of a guttural effect. But Denmark, as you know, is just a small country, and we don't have much room to fool around in. But it is quite a translation from to Believe me. A friend of mine once tried it the other way. He drowned. Fortunately, he was just a little fellow, so the loss wasn't too great. Now, oh. Did you lose somebody? Alt Wien by Leopold Godowsky. I sincerely hope. I haven't even played it yet. Well, I'm glad we are not on the air. whatever. That's a lovely little thing, isn't it? Or wasn't it? Because it isn't anymore. We still have time. I don't know what to fill up. Oh, I have a great thing, and a surprise. Mostly to myself, of course. Years ago, I arrived in the United States, a refugee, because of the Nazi invasion of my home country. And I was penniless, came to the United States penniless, and fortunately, there was a lady who wanted her son to take lessons. She had heard me in Europe and thought it was a good idea to take lessons instead of others who didn't want to hear me play. But her son took lessons, and it actually saved my life for a while. And lo and behold, I haven't seen him now for 30 years, I would think, or more. And what do you know? He's in the studio tonight. He came in to me in my dressing room. Would you mind, since we have time, and since, what time is the show going on? Is there about 8 minutes, 20 minutes? Okay. Would you come, Thomas? Would you come? Thomas, You know, it's the first time in how many years? 28, 29 years?
26, I think.
26, yeah, well, I'm always wrong. Anyway, I recognize the suit. No, I mean, I'm just joking. This is nice. Yeah. You live in London?
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
You do, yeah. You have anything to do with music now?
Yes, I practice every day.
You do? What? Piano?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you, we have a little time, would you play a number for us?
Yes.
Would you like to hear him? So far as I remember, he's terrific. How about it, gentlemen? Would you like to hear him? You play a number. Would you?
Blue Daniel.
The what?
Blue Daniel.
I don't care what color it is, just play it. Because the cameras pick up the color anyway. It's good. You live here in London?
Yes, all the time.
Oh my gosh, in 30 years, it hasn't changed much, really. Yeah, okay, please. Blue Daniel by Joe Strauss. Is the chair comfortable for you?
Yes.
Okay, I hate that one. It's too hard for me. Okay. Thank you, Thomas. That's very nice. Oh, there's a little more. Thank you very much. Would you come to the ending, Thomas? The ending! Anyway. that he saved my life once, he almost killed me this time. Well, I'm certainly glad we are not on the air. Now, what do we do now? Shall we run through some of the things? See, what are we doing next? Let's see. Actually, we are now flying in an altitude of 4 feet below sea level. That's interesting. We are supposed to play in this show, as you know, the Rachmaninoff, the 18th variation of the Paganini variation, Rachmaninoff's variation on the theme by Paganini. And it's very difficult to say all those words. And shall we just run through it before we do it? Let's see now, what key is that thing in? First of all, it's upside down. That's such a lovely, I love Rachmaninoff music. I just want to use the music as I'm sure the, okay. We'll play it and see what happens. If it works all right, we'll play it all through. If not, we will stop and okay. Okay. Showtime? Oh, finally. That's nice. Now we will go. How much time?
Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Borge.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have just missed the Victor Borge Show.
From recent encounters to more memorable moments from the archives, famous faces in conversation, choosing their desert island discs. Listen now on BBC Sounds.